The Strangers is a 2008 home invasion horror film directed by Brian Bertino. It stars Liv Taylor and Scott Speedman, and was followed by a sequel, I think a decade later, called Prey at Night. Anyway, let's start the review. The plot of this film revolves around a couple named Kristen, played by Liv Tyler, and James, played by Scott Speedman, who are traveling to their vacation home just hoping to unwind and to just be able to say fuck the world for a couple of days. Unfortunately, some psychotic mask-wearing hooligans devise to take that all away. Now this couple must fight for their lives and do everything they can to make sure these intruders stay outside. This plot is insanely horrifying. It's horrifying in the sense that it could happen to anyone and just gives it a real sense of vulnerability to it all. It happens because it is when we are at our weakest, given the fact that we don't think it could ever happen to us. I think it has to do with the fact that given we have nothing in particular anyone would not want to take from us. There are value in terms of values and whatnot. There are still some people out there who with just straight up sadistic personalities who wish to harm you and hear you scream, who don't care what you have and just want to kill you. Take the East Area Killer, for example. I give plot an A-. Very well executed. Next is acting, and this is easily the best part of the movie. These two are literally being psychologically tormented by these intruders and just know that if they get inside, something horrifying will happen to them. This alone haunts them as they literally just break down trying everything they can to keep these masked figures out. And the strangers, most notably that of Gemma Ward, who just brings a very sadistic side to her character. She's just so deadpan and is truly convinced these people deserve what they are getting. Kudos to Liv Tyler and Scott Speedman as well. I give acting an A+. Finally, directing. Brian Bertino does a good job of making this film so intensely paced. It's only about an hour and 20 minutes, which makes it not only very easy to digest, but it also means it doesn't take very long to get into the suspenseful scenes. And once the movie gets there, it is just merciless in its tension. And not only do these people want to get in, as mentioned before, they torment them psychologically as well. This is exhibited in this scene when one of the characters fatally shoots someone close to them thinking he's an intruder. With this scene, as well as the last few scenes, it's clear that these people are just doing it to hurt them. Bertino also does a fantastic job with not showing much. He takes the same approach Aster did with Hereditary, in that he didn't necessarily focus too much on jump scares, and instead would have the nightmarish imagery in the background, thus forcing you to discover it yourself instead of spoon-feeding it to you. It is especially scary given that it is sometimes happening contrary to our protagonist's knowledge, which only made me more scared for them. I give directing an A. Overall, The Strangers may seem like an average home invasion tale, but the way it plays out is very unnerving, and really just hammers in the fact that this could happen to anyone, even you and I. Just this alone is enough to disturb anyone, but this film manages not only exploit that fear, but also just show just how easily it could happen. I give The Strangers an A. It is probably the scariest out of all the home invasion movies I've seen. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and sub for more content.